What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna do a quick video today. Something about choosing the same partners over and over again. That people get into a place where there's more light. But we choose the same partners over and over again, right? And a lot of what I see, I was just thinking about this. A lot of what I see is people will blame this person, that person, instead of really taking a good look at themselves and going internally and asking themselves why they keep choosing that person. And I've alluded to this in the last video, or one of my videos, where I talked about that I wasn't an imprint. It was just basically where I was talking about your parents and how your past can affect you as a person, your personality, and XYZ, right? But what can come from this is you continually picking garbage people who don't necessarily match up with you, who you might not even have chemistry when you take a look at it, but because of the fact you might have sexual chemistry, but due to the fact that that's what you're used to seeing, you're going to constantly pick this person over and over again on a unconscious, subconscious level due to certain behaviors and that they have in XYZ. That's like, I'll give an example. I was attracted to this chick. She's a close family friend. And what'd she do? She yelled a lot. She yelled a lot. Long story short, everybody in the family thought I was gonna, get with her, XYZ. It didn't work out the way I thought it would. I took a loss, so I had to suck it up. I took a loss. She didn't want me. It's fine, right? Now, she has a child for another man. Perfectly fine. She's not with the guy. Things didn't work out. Blah blah blah. And I was talking to her the other day, and I'm like, oh, she said something like, yeah, he yells a lot, and that's not the type of person I am. And in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, you are. But I was like, whatever. But it's that type of person I was attracted to because that's what I was used to. And she ended up with somebody just like her that likes to yell and argue. Because that's what she's used to. Right? She said flat out she was doing like wifely duties for him and he was just yelling and complaining XYZ. Because that's what she's used to. So you see this shit's actually this is it's interesting. But one thing I was thinking about earlier was that, like, whenever it comes to like a woman dating a man, right, and he's abusive to her, and she constantly ends up in like, say, she just ends up with man after man after man that's abusing her. Normally, what people will go is, oh, you shouldn't blame the victim for getting beat up or getting her ass whooped or whatever, because that's not her fault. Yeah, the action of her getting her ass whooped is not her fault. But if she's been in 5 straight relationships, one after the other, where she's getting an abusive man, then she has to take a look at herself and go, why? And 9 times out of 10, all woman beaters pretty much got the same personality. Very, very. I know women beaters. I know a couple women beaters. I'm not friends with them, but and all in all, you shouldn't see. That's the problem with that, because you can't go, oh well, if you say, oh well, she's with the wrong type of dude, people go, oh well, who are you to tell people who to be with? But then she continually ends up in the wrong relationships with the same type of dude over and over and over and over again, that are abusive, that yell a lot, blah blah blah. You see, that's the problem. That's another problem. You can't tell the truth anymore. You can't say the truth is being like eclipsed by like some type of the politically correct environment that we're in nowadays is just destroying Well, it can't destroy the truth. The truth is going to remain the truth. Truth is going to remain the truth. That's like when K. Michelle was like, oh, I think all men are trash. It's like you flat out said that you were attracted to hood dudes with tattoos and dreads. Where's personality? Where's he has to have a good relationship with his mother? Where's this? Where's that? Nope. Gold teeth, dreads, and tattoos. Said she had a good father growing up, and she feels like her father, Jesus, and Obama are the only good men in the world, all because of what she chose. You cannot tell people the truth anymore. I don't understand it. If I'm fucking up, my family gonna tell me straight up. They gonna say, "Hey, you're messing up." Period. That'll be the end of that. Or I gotta go fix it, or I'll work on it. I just think it's crazy. Like you can't choose your partners. You have to be conscious about a lot of things. You got to look past the physical. Sometimes you got to look past the physical. The physical can't do much for you. It's the mental and the spiritual that you need to be looking out for. Where's her head at? Where's his head at? Don't just pick him because he got a beard and he's 6 foot and XYZ. I know plenty of female friends who or family members who've been with that ideal dude on paper or in the media. You know what I'm saying? And then he's either a fucking bum who smokes weed all day, or he's not doing anything for himself. He's not trying to like get to that next level. He's not trying to do this. He's not trying to do that. So long as he could get some free pussy and weed, he's good. You are choosing these people based on subconscious behavioral patterns that develop when you were younger. You have to break free from the mold. Break free from the mold. You got to be conscious about who you're choosing. And I'll be honest, my last girlfriend was garbage. Your partners are a reflection of you. They really are sometimes. I looked at her. Remember one time we were laying in the bed, and I'm just looking at her like, I could do so much better. In terms of looks and personality, I could do a lot better. That was not my best. And lo and behold, I'm taking a little bit of time out now from dating to get to know myself more. It's important to take time off in between relationships so you can figure out, what you did wrong. Because regardless of how you slice it, you did something wrong. It's never just a one side. It's a scale. Like y'all both contribute. Yeah, one person might have done more wrong, but wrong is wrong. Do better your next relationship. And it's funny because once you start to level up mentally, spiritually, and monetarily, you actually start to attract certain people in your lives that are there for you through thick and thin. They might be here for a season, they might be here for a lifetime, but they come. Alright, well that's it for my video, guys. This one's long as hell. I'm sorry, I try to keep it short. I'm out.